did you have to practice how many different ways you could say dude?
No. Although, the thing about the dudes is I once got called into ADR, which, everyone knows ADR? Where you gotta go in and re-record dialogue. And I had only like 15 minutes of ADR for some reason. I had one line to do, and I was joking that it's gonna be a dude, and it was a dude. That I was like, should I just like bank a bunch of dudes for you? In various situations so that it'll cover it.
Tell us about your casting call when you met Ian for the first time and how you connected again later, and it's a really good story.
It was, so my Curb Your Enthusiasm aired, and then I had my meeting like the week after, which is, it's really cool when you walk into the room and they recognize you. And like they're like, oh yeah, this guy, kind of, you feel like that when you walk in. And they didn't have, Hurley wasn't written yet. They kind of had a basic type description of him, but yeah, they didn't have anything written about him yet. And they had me read sides for Sawyer. No, not that scene. Actually, none of the scenes I think actually made it. None of those were just scenes. None of that stuff was in the script eventually. But I went and did Sawyer's sides, but I kind of did it with my own flavor, I guess. And when I tested, they had written a couple scenes for Hurley. And when we went in, it was Ian and Dominic and me. We were the only guys reading for our parts at the studio, and then later the network test. And that, I was like on the phone with my agent going, I don't know, there's no other Hurleys there. I don't know what that means, but I think it's good. And the other cool thing about testing with that show is you walk in on the test, it's so different from any other pilot test I'd been to because it was so clearly still JJ's room. And because you had his, seal of approval, you felt really confident and really strong being there. And then I'm sitting in the parking lot, and Ian passes me by, and he's like, "See you in Hawaii, bitch," and he walks past me, and gets into his car, and that became like the moment I see him the first time in the makeup chair. I was like, "Hey, see you in Hawaii, bitch." That was our little reunion greeting.